Now, what I'm about to show you is something that every man will experience at least once in their lives. This is for men. You're going to relate to this, and sometimes you get to learn this lesson early in life. Sometimes you have to wait, but it's going to happen to every man in here. This is one of life's lessons, fellas. Watch the tape. What? What? Why? I bought the flowers. I'm here. I love you. I gave them to you. What is that about? Here it is again. I love you. So this is all you bought me? These are the flowers you bought me? You know, sometimes, folks, being successful in sports requires some sacrificing. Sacrificing your body, and in some cases, other people's bodies. This is someone who thought the game was important enough to sacrifice a friend's body. Take a look. Is this not the most intense game of badminton you've ever seen? This ain't regular badminton. What happened to this here? Remember that? You know, you play badminton with your mama and your aunt. You know, folks, rushing into marriage, I think rushing into marriage is just a way for somebody to get hurt. I just think it is. And literally, that can happen. Watch this. I'm gonna show it to you in slow motion. He holds on all the way. He won't let her go. This is what I admire about the guy, but it made it worse. Let's go. Roll the tape. Here they come. They're running. Now, you're doing something you've never done before. Now, slow it down. Slow it. Here we go. Now, right here. Now, if he lets go, it's better. But watch both feet come up in the air. He's hanging on. Oh, God, he's committed. That's commitment, folks. See, the reason you had to see it, if he'd have let her go, he could have saved it. But he held on to her to the ground till both feet was in the air. That's commitment, so I ain't mad at him. I'm gonna show you a video that's happened to every last one of us in this room. Maybe not quite like this, but all of us have had this moment when we realize we're in a lot of trouble. You ever done something and you knew right after you did it, I'm in a lot of trouble? Here's a video of somebody who looks back into the camera and realizes, I'm in a lot of trouble. The reason this boy is in trouble, because he's been told, don't kick the ball in the house. Where is he? He in the house. He set this camera up to watch him do this incredible ball juggling event. And at the end of it, he's created evidence. Here we go, watch it again. Didn't take long, too much, pow. Right to the camera. Right to the camera. You know something, folks? Nobody likes a show off. Nobody. But even show-offs cannot like themselves sometimes too. Ever seen a show-off do something at the end? It's just, you're like, what the hell? I'm gonna show you a what the hell video. Just watch it from start to finish. Here it is.
We'll try to help you.
Why is he still staring at the water? You never thought for a moment that this was even a possibility. I got that you good at this right here. I got it. But what made you take your ass down on a pier surrounded by water. And then when it fall in there, you the most damn surprised person in the video. Don't try this at home. People always associate Ellen's audience as a place to dance. You know, I've always noticed that. Well, as it turned out, you know, we've got some talent here too. Now, we discovered this in the pre-show warm-up. I didn't know. But they brought this to my dressing room and I said, well, that's gonna be our last laugh today. Watch this. About to be worldwide famous. Welcome back to our last laugh. All right, folks, I'm going to show you something. The first thing in sales is to know the ins and outs of what you're selling. Know your product. I'm going to show you a guy who clearly knew none of it. Watch this. Now, I'm going to show you this again because I want you to watch the guy closest to the camera the entire time. He did this. He did this whole damn thing. But when it goes bad, he going to actually back up and act like he wasn't involved. Watch this guy. Watch it. Roll it. Now, watch the guy closest to the camera with them tight jeans on. He the one. See, when you got skinny jeans on, it cuts off your thought process. Now here he is. What made him start that bike up? Now boom, it's gone. Come on, let it roll the tape. Now it's down there. Now watch him go down there, and then he decides, it wasn't me. I think the old saying is, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ain't that true, man? That is my absolute favorite dessert. I love ice cream, man. But what happens when you get it, though, and you really love it, but you have something else that you love, too, and you have to fight the feeling for both of them? Like, you love ice cream, but suppose you love to sleep, too. This is when you cross your love of two things. Take a look. Folks, that is commitment. That's when your whole life is about that ice cream. It's time now for our last laugh. What I'm going to show you, folks, is a video of what men will do to impress women. Women, you have got to understand that there is no limit to what we'll do. If we like you, we will show off in ways we have no business showing off. And if you do it good enough, it usually don't work out good. There's a point where you should just stop showing off. But oh no, that ain't the way we do it. We got to do more. Here's a video of a guy who had it going on, showing off in front of a girl just dancing. Yeah, but he was on a hydrojet. That's it. He had it going on until he didn't. Check this out right here. One more time. Hey, hey, get it, hey. Yeah, come on, girl. Girl, you see you want this? Come here, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a horse. Everybody loves getting gifts. Women especially love it when it's a man that you care deeply for, and you find out that the way that he cares about you is he gives you something over and over and over and over again. It's one of the purest forms that a man shows his love for you. It is to provide. We give. That's how we show. I got a little boy that got a little thrown off from the task he had. He was a young man who decided that the girl who had the apple of his eye should get something from him. But along the way, a couple of things happened. Here's the tape.
Say happy day, Arya. Uh-oh.
Now the boy was going to her. This is who he really wants to give this to. The dog threw him off. Men are so easily distracted. That's what we do. Thank y'all for watching. Take a look at this tape. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a guy that gets a Christmas gift. I think he's doing the most. And so did something else think he was doing the most and just got sick of him. Watch this right here.
I got a first
Now, I'm gonna play it again. This dude seems a little old to me to be that excited about a PlayStation. But I didn't even notice the cat had come into the frame. Now, obviously, the cat had asked for a new cat house or something, and all he got was another damn ball of yarn. And the cat just said, "Oh, you happy? I'm gonna dig these claws off in you." All right, here it is again, because there's a dog involved in this too. Okay, there's a dog. The cat is sick of your, get your. Well, welcome back to our last laugh, everybody. Who in here has ever tasted baby food? How many of you find it delicious? How many of you have bitten into some baby food and went, what the hell? Period. That's all we need to say. That sets this up perfectly. Here's a baby, obviously tasted something for the first time. Here it is. That's the same face I have every year at Thanksgiving when I go over my Aunt Agnes' house and have her macaroni and cheese. That's the same damn face. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like to see some behind the scenes moments from today's show, follow us on Facebook at Steve Harvey TV. We'll see you next time, everybody. This video is just for women. I want to show you a young lady, and I want you to see if you can relate to this young woman here. Here's the tape. What have I eaten? What have I done? Hey, folks, thanks for watching. Wedding days are big. For a lot of women, it's the day of their dreams, and deservedly so. Here's a couple that found out, even on their wedding day, it's not guaranteed that you can have your cake and eat it too. Take a look. Now, this has really got to be a pretty cool couple, because there was no panic. She reached down and dipped on me, and they were still going to feed each other a piece of cake. But what I want to show you is how this table fell. And the only table that can fall like this has to be a card table. Somebody put the wedding cake on a card table with those legs that fold under. Because nothing, if it was snapped, it would go suddenly. This just leaned. Who put the wedding cake on a damn card table? A fold-up card table. Play it again. Here we go. Now right here, press into it. It leans and then drops. that couple. They had a pretty good attitude. Thanks for watching, y'all. Now, I know a lot of married men. I know a lot of married men who don't really get along with their in-laws. Here's a guy that found a way. This is his mother-in-law. They're in a school gym, and he thinks this is a great time to just do something to his mother-in-law. Watch the tape.
The bridesmaid for Cox and Ann. Slides over there.
The box had a fake mouse come out. It was a mouse. And that lady, now this is a woman who has not fallen in a long time. Because her reaction was just get back. Let's roll it again. Here we go. Hey, Dad, how are you today? I got something in this box. It's really none of your business, but I'll look at it if I want to. Well, go ahead then. Now you're thinking, that's a pretty good joke, huh? Well, the joke is on him. Because she hurt herself and now she got to go live with them. You know, sometimes kids just don't realize, just how good they got it. They can just get away with anything. Because you're a child, it's innocent, so you can get away with anything. I'm going to show you a little boy that just got away with it. I'm not saying adults won't do this. But for men, it starts when you're a boy. Here's a boy who's so fascinated, his father took him to Hooters. Take a look. Daddy, did you see the